What is up? What's good and what's cracking, good people? YouTube land, it's your boy Gates McCoy, the #1 late night ninja. Next up, we got the original #1 ToeJam and Earl for the Sega Genesis. Original cart, all thriller, no filler. This game for me for the Sega Genesis was at the top of the list. When you guys go to my channel and you look at my Retro Gaming Store buys and finds, you will see that I hunt down a lot of games and I buy them. And usually when I buy games that remind me of ToeJam and Earl, like when I bought part 2 to this, which was Panic on Funkatron, I would always refer that this game was at the top of my list for Sega Genesis games. This game to me is an instant classic. This, especially for the Sega Genesis, was a hit. I mean, this was like the bee's knees. I mean, this was by far, if you wanted to just kind of have a game that was like an open world concept and you and a buddy can play, and it had these secrets and it had this kind of in-depth play to it, and it was kind of like I don't even know how the hell I would explain it. It's kind of got like an Earthworm Jim kind of feel. The over-the-top shenanigans and comical outbursts between the characters, and just really the overall design of the boards and shit that you get into. By the way, my buddy Scott, me and him spent many times, many hours, many weeks playing this game and beating it and finding all the secrets and falling off ledges. Because that's kind of how this game works. Usually I have to fall off ledges to find these things. And enough bibble babble, let's get into it. We're not going to need a 2-player, but I will be playing a 1-player at ToeJam. Play new game, random world, jam out, show intro again. Alright. And if you guys aren't aware, this is ToeJam and Earl. It was kind of an open world platformer, and you would collect these presents. You can use them as kind of like boosting items, something like super shoes, jump extra far or high, wings to fly, etc. And we got the super high tops on. You can jump in the water, which is hilarious. You can die. As you see to the bottom left, you do have an air meter, so don't push your luck. We don't want the menu. So the C button is a map, B is your menu, and the A button will use whatever package you have active. Right now I have the Super Sneakers on. That was that activation bonus I was talking about. And we can hit this. Oh, we almost made the jump. Let's see if we can get the jump back. Oh, and he makes it. And for me, video gaming back in the early 90s didn't get any better than ToeJam and Earl. Just like playing Grand Theft Auto, if you wanted to get into some shenanigans and cause trouble, ToeJam and Earl for me, with my buddy Scott, was the way to do it. It was the first game that kind of set it off. Ironically enough, my buddy Scott goes all the way back to many games. Double Dragon, Battletoads, Street Fighter. I mean, I can go on and on. I mean, and I have a lot of other friends that are connected to other games too. But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about ToeJam and Earl when all the shenanigans first started. No better than that. No, we don't need no bonuses. Oh, come on, get out the elevator, Holmes. Pull up the map. We don't need to really go up there. We're not yet. We'll kind of walk around and open up some of this map. I want to have some fun. Usually I play these games to make a good video and take you for a stroll down memory lane. I usually keep them around 10 or 15 minutes. But this game here, personally, I was going to sit back tonight and play it anyways. So why not have myself record it? If you guys didn't know, I usually like to buy these games, and I usually don't play them before I do a video, so that way it's just as much of a surprise to me as it is to you. I think it's kind of cheap when people buy these games and then they do a video on it after they've already played it. It kind of takes away the element of it being new and different. Oh, he's snaking. He's snaking. You don't want the devils to find him. Let me check this map. Kind of looks like we had a dead end down there anyway, so we're going to kind of come this way. And that's pretty much why I don't pre-play these games, because I want to be surprised. Just like Toe Jam and Earl, I told you, I spent many weeks, months, hours playing this game, but that doesn't mean that I know where I'm even standing at right now. I mean, we're talking 20, 30 years have gone by, so it's a trip down memory lane for me as well. I hear that phone. Usually you always want to check that phone out. Here we go. No, that's the elevator. Alright, let's see if we can't find the phone. Not sure what the hell this is. I don't want to buy anything. Alright, let's see if we can't find that phone. Activate something like this. There we go. As you guys notice, since I have walked away from the area where the phone was ringing, we don't hear it anymore. So let me see if I can't locate this phone. Look, wrong button. Maybe the phone's up top. When I went to the top, that's when I heard it. Right when I came over here. Could be gone now. I don't know. I don't really even remember what the phone even meant. I don't usually Google all my facts from imright.com. This kind of looks like where there'd be a special. Kind of, you'd like fall off the edge somewhere around here or something. Oh, it actually builds it. Expands it. We need to go through the middle there. And what I meant by specials is you kind of see that. How he wants to fall. You can fall off on certain parts of the map and land in other certain parts of the map. Which sometimes that was the only way to get to that particular area as you progress through. You might go up to like level 2 or 3 to drop down back to another part of the level you needed to get through. It's just kind of a rhythm or a matter of knowing what you already did and where you need to go. So I feel like I've pretty much covered everything here. I can go kind of check this out over here. Try to unlock as much of this map as I can. I don't want to miss any goodies. Still jamming Earl. I ain't got time for that. I could make that jump if I had my high top shoes. Oh no, dude, you jumped on an angle, tard. And as you see, which is a good example after me talking to it, I landed right back where we originally started. Which is a good example because I didn't get dropped in the middle of the ocean. I mean, you can get dropped in the middle of the water or a part you didn't want to get stuck at too. So it isn't always safe. Like I said, this is one of my free nights to kind of kick back and play some retro games. I do like to play a lot of these games that I already record. I like to go back and play them and progress through them. Or sometimes I like to just kind of kick back and play old school games by myself or have a couple buddies over. So that's why I am recording this. So I'll cut this video randomly. This is kind of my night to nerd out. I call it nerding out because that's what I call it. I'm going to bring up the map. Looks like we do have a spot down over here. And yeah. So I will randomly cut this so I can kind of maybe sit back and enjoy the game. I figure I would record the beginning of it. We can see all the trial and errors. That's kind of the best part of watching somebody play a game is the trial and error. Let me see what I can't do. I gotta go north here. And it's not good to hold down those high top shoes, especially when you're by edges, because I think we all seen what happens there. I thought I was selecting that, but that's okay. I wonder whatever happened to that phone. That's the pause button? Alright. Well, we don't know whatever really happened to the phone, but there is another elevator, which should take me to the next part, I would suppose. Here we go. Uh-oh, we got the funky mix. Uh-oh, don't stop. Got the old school Run DMC Beastie Boys funky beatbox mix. We do see a 3 right down here at the middle of the board or the middle of the screen here, which is probably signifying that this is level 3. Not necessarily level 3 more than it is elevator level 3. You went up a couple floors. A whole bunch of surprises. Seems like I just started dropping shit for no reason. Still time to be sneaking, son. I don't know how I was even moving through all those items. I need some bonus high tops, son. Open up the map real quick. Make sure I'm not nuts. Run away from this dude. Just like a lot of the other early model Sega Genesis games, I will sometimes occasionally rate these things from a 1 out of 5. Some games have terrible controls and audio and playability, and the difficulty is just kind of set through the fucking roof. What the French toast are you doing? But this game gets a 5 out of 5 for me. Overall, well-designed, playability, function, everything. Audio's awesome. Characters are awesome. So for me, this game definitely gets a 5 out of 5. Get back in the elevator. And I'm going to cut the video here. I like to keep my stuff at about 10 to 15 minutes. Like I said, this is my retro night to kind of kick back Gates McCoy style. So it's your boy, Gates McCoy. It's for you back in the day gamer. I'm going to cut the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed what you've seen. Subscribe, like for more, and check out my playlist. I'll put in the description down below. Until next time, later people. Gates McCoy out.